So the one thing I find really interesting. So then with the Careblazer idea, you're kind of doing this as a side project now. Do you remember which like your first video was? Like, was it a
Yes.
YouTube video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
My first video was what's the difference between dementia and Alzheimer's disease? I decided to
Okay.
just do it on the question I got the most.
Gotcha. And was that on YouTube that you posted
Mhm.
that or?
Yep.
Okay. Because now I mean now you're like TikTok famous and you got all these like amazing
No,
reels and like
YouTube is where it's at. That's where I've always
yeah.
started. Everything else I'm experimenting with. And TikTok is new. I'm actually really low there. I don't know. I have somebody who's just like taking my YouTube videos and putting on there. I don't understand the TikTok.
Well, I
I
think
don't
I
know
think
if
your style of reels on maybe Instagram, like I love the just your fresh approach to it. It's so creative, and it's so helpful and so insightful. So I'm just blown away. So you started doing like that first post. Was that about 5 years ago, or was that
Oh,
a
that's a
little
good question.
over?
I could probably look it up. Yeah, it's probably like I would say 4 to 5 years ago was that first post.
and, and then I guess so you're doing this on the side as you're continuing to work for the VA.
Mhm.
And like was COVID a big catalyst for Careblazers to grow, or was there any like one particular moment that you were like, oh my gosh, I think we're on to something? Or
Well, definitely, I remember when I made my first $1,000, right? Like, not through the VA, like, through online, and it just, like,
yeah,
blew me away, and it wasn't,
yeah,
like s for me, it was more like because this is so unusual, it's so strange, it's like, am I even doing like, is what I'm doing okay? Is this, like n I'm a psychologist in a healthcare facility, what am I even doing? Like, there's so much, like, thought, drama, and questioning I had to do for myself, and yeah, so I just remember that was probably like 2018 or something when I just thought, well,
okay,
maybe I'll put together a course. Maybe people want to like learn the basics. And so
right,
that's what I did. And then once you start taking action, you actually gain more clarity. So it's like once I took an action, then you realize, oh, here's another step, or here's another step. And so I started building this business on the evenings and the weekends, and I started to realize I think like it was taking off. I'm like, I think this is a business, but to leave what is normal for a psychologist and to leave a big healthcare system and to leave the security of like a great retirement plan, it was super scary. If I had to
right,
be honest about what my catalyst was well, I had like surpassed my salary at the VA working on the weekends and in the evenings doing YouTube videos. And then I went to an entrepreneur conference, which was like the first big conference I ever went through. And I was
which one
sitting in
was it?
there. What is it?
Which conference was it?
Okay, it was Funnel Hacking Live,
Oh yeah.
Russell Brunson, and it was 2021. It's September, and I'm
Wow.
like,
Okay.
I think I gotta leave my job. I'm like, all of these people. I'm like, these are my people. They're
Yeah.
thinking like me. They're talking about making an impact in the world. They're doing
Yeah.
good. Nothing was like
Yeah.
sealed, like slimy. They're actually wanting to make positive change, like good-hearted people. I'm like, what am I doing? I can help 5 people a day at the hospital, or I can help literally, if I want to, 5
Millions.
million people
Millions.
a day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What am I doing? Still hanging on to this hospital. It was just fear. So
Yeah.
literally 2 months later, I was gone.
Hey guys, thank you so much for making it this far. If you'd like to watch last week's episode, click here. If you'd like to watch more exciting content on senior care, click here. If you'd like to learn how to open up your own adult daycare, assisted living, or home care agency, click here, krischanna.com. This is for all those senior care entrepreneurs out there. And let's get back to work.